What's going on, YouTube? Hope y'all are having an awesome Friday night. As a lot of you don't know, I suffer from like anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that. I don't really share that too often. So I'm driving right now, and I have a little bit of anxiety. I have a little bit of a panic right now. And usually driving helps because it takes my mind off of, I can just drive and, I don't have to worry about it. And for me, with anxiety and panic, it's not like something specific causes it. It's weird, man. It's like out of the blue, I can just go into a panic attack, and sometimes I could be in a panic attack for 2 hours. So, it can be really, really stressful, especially when you're going through one. If you've never gone through a panic attack, they're kind of scary. It's kind of like out of body. I equate it to having a heart attack. My chest starts to hurt. If I'm having a severe panic attack, my chest will start to hurt. My arm will numb up. My body, will numb up. It feels as if I'm having a heart attack and as if I need to go to the hospital. But yeah, so it's hard to deal with. And, for anybody out there who does deal with it, if you follow me and you deal with panic, then you know where I'm coming from. And, it sucks. It's not fun. And, I feel like there's not enough awareness for it. I feel like a lot of people will look at somebody who has panic or has anxiety, and they kind of look at that person differently, and it's not that person's fault that they have anxiety or that they have panic. I mean, it's not like they can just wake up one day and turn it off. It's more than that. It's more than just, it's just so much more than that. It's so hard to even explain. And it's so ignorant, when somebody, classifies anxiety or panic as, oh, just think about something else. Oh, just take your mind off it. And it's really hard because it's like, if you've never gone through panic or you've never gone through anxiety, you can't just take your mind off it. You can't just remove it from your mind. It's not as easy as just, oh, I'm having a panic attack, I'll stop. It doesn't work like that. So, I've been dealing with it since, 2011, I think, is when I had my very first panic attack, late 2011. But late 2013 is when I started having severe panic, and I started having it, a few days a week. It started out, maybe one day, maybe 2 days, and then it moved into a more severe panic and a more severe anxiety, and then all of a sudden I started getting depressed because I was having a hard time dealing with this new part of my life. I had never dealt with severe panic. When I was in third grade, I had separation anxiety, and I just didn't want to be away from my parents, so I didn't like going to school. But it wasn't like this. So this was something so new for me, and it was really hard to deal with. And thank God that I was with my fiance at the time. We've been together since 2009, and we're still together today. This year will be 12 years for us, and she has been a miracle. I mean, she is unreal. One of the most beautiful and caring woman that I've ever met, that I've ever been with. Just a beautiful soul. She has just an absolute beautiful soul. One of a kind. You'd never find another like her. So if it wasn't for her, my life, I think, would be dramatically different. But she's, you know, she's done so much for me, and she's just being there for me, comforting me, having someone there that understands. Not that she goes through it, but she understands, and she sympathizes with me and shows me, you know, so it's a tough thing to go through, and it can be embarrassing to talk about it, you know, because people like to judge you. You know what I mean? People like to judge. Look at this. It's nice weather here. It's nice weather. It's warm outside. That's not too bad. It's, you know, I don't know. It's like 86. It's a drive. People like to judge you. So it's like a lot of people don't want to talk about it because someone might judge them. And it's really sad that in 2020, and this has been going on for a few years, but in 2020, in this day and age, that if you talk about anxiety or you talk about panic or anything like that, you could suffer someone picking on you, or and look, I'll be honest, I don't talk about it because I just feel it's not something that is anybody else's business. It's not that I don't talk about it because I'm afraid of being judged. You can judge me all you want. I don't care. You can dislike me. You can like me. You can hate me. Whatever you want, I'm okay with it. You can do whatever you want. You can think whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, and whatever. But I just don't talk about it because I just feel I have to make it feel as if it's not part of me. It is part of me, but when I meet somebody or I have a friend, you know, or I get to know somebody, it's not like that's one of the big topics that I bring up, just because it's not important. It's just not important. I mean, it's important to bring awareness to it, but for my brain, it's not important for me to have that person know that I have panic or I have anxiety unless I need them to know that I have panic or I have anxiety. So that I just wanted to jump on quick and make a short little video, just kind of outlining a little bit of what I go through, right? I know I didn't go in depth with it, and I know it's something that I don't normally do on this channel, but I kind of wanted to talk about it. And I just kind of wanted to bring, you know, I was having a little bit of a panic, a little bit, you know, maybe like a 10 on the Richter scale, or like 10%. You know, when it gets to 100%, it's pretty debilitating. But I appreciate, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for riding with me here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I hope you guys have an awesome Friday night. Have a drink, have fun, don't drink and drive, obey the law, and just be a nice person. Be a nice person. Show a little bit more love. Be a nice person, and I appreciate all of you. Have a good night.